Welcome to Child Abduction and Airplane.
Yo, good morning and welcome to another episode of the Road FS CRM podcast. We are live from Houston in the beautiful town of Manville right now, just adjacent. Actually, yeah, this is actually Manville, but we're staying in Pearland. And we, Jody and Rod, have come down to join the Leather Repair Daddy and Uncle
Paulo. Leather Repair Daddy and
like
Uncle
that.
Paulo.
So yes, Fester.
Uncle Fester.
Wow. They put a light bulb in it and it lights up. So anyway, we are lighting up business here the next 3 days with the 3-day leather repair training. With the Leather Daddy, Richard Hutchins, and of course, Paulo from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about what do we have in store the next couple of days.
You know it.
We've got everything, from obviously color mixing through to ID. We are going to be maybe looking at these as well that you can see, we can see, but you can't see what's over there.
right here.
Yeah, so we're actually in a hangar.
We're in an aircraft hangar, so yeah, this is really super cool for a backdrop for people taking photographs of when they're doing work. Paulo is going to be doing the presentation for the next 3 days. At the moment, I've got a bit of a headache, so yeah, I can't really focus on too much.
The name of his headache is Jody.
Yes. So
Why am I always a headache? I thought I was a pain in the butt.
I think the name of the headache is Womanville, not Manville.
That's funny.
So yeah, there you go.
No, it's going to be exciting. We've never done a training on the hangar. That's
No, this
quite
is
unique.
cool. Yeah.
Our
Very.
first time in Texas as well. So this is really, really exciting. Some cool people that we know in the audience today.
Yep.
So
I just need to go and claim my street again, Hutchins
Hutchins
Drive.
Drive,
That was
yeah,
there. They named it after my presence here in the 80s. So yeah, I've got to go and claim it. All the houses.
about car seats, like most people
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
This is way bigger. Like we have airplane seats. A lot of leather in airplanes. That's why at the end of today.
Well, I think one of the important things to recognize, especially in aviation detailing and leather repair, that the interior requirements for care and maintenance of these planes is completely different
Mm-hmm.
than automotive
Yes.
and boats, right?
Yes.
So we're going to be you guys are going to be touching on that as well, right? Because there are different fire requirements
Yep.
and retardation,
Absolutely.
all that
Yep.
stuff, right? So it really does require a different level of training and expertise to take care of an aircraft,
Mm-hmm.
interior as opposed to just a car.
Yeah, you've got to make sure the products that you're using are suitable for being used in an aircraft because, like I said, with the fire retardancy side of things, that is very, very different, especially in the United States compared to other countries in the world where we can work on an aircraft seat, on a commercial aircraft seat in Europe, where we don't have to get the aviation authority approval because you're actually doing the repair. You're not taking the seat out. We can do that. Whereas here is totally different. Even working on them here, you've got to have everything fire safety approved.
Well, what's cool too is, we're talking about a leader in the industry, leather repair company. I think
I thought you were talking about you two guys, you see,
Yeah,
So,
That's true.
well, that's true too. But I was just thinking about you and Carolyn were working on a little plane last week or the last couple
yeah,
weeks.
yeah,
What was
little
that
one, yeah.
plane you were working on?
that was Concorde. Yeah, we were working on Concorde. We've got the full interior to do on that. Obviously, Concorde isn't flying anymore, but that's quite an iconic plane, and it's how this sort of fell into place with that and this it's quite unique that happened at the same time as what this is happening, and then obviously the aviation training that I'm going to be doing, once this is ended as well. The whole thing is tying in together, which is great, which is going to help Josh, with what he's doing to get that into England, hopefully with the publicity that we can do there with our PR guys as well. So, that's going to be really a great tie-up as well.
Yeah, so that's kind of the end of the week. We're going to be doing the ADA aviation detailing training at the Lone Star Museum. So this is more of your working shop, rebuilding, doing maintenance. That is a museum, but the planes there are actually, they fly. It's a big difference. There's a big difference between working on a plane that is a museum piece, but we don't have to worry about all of the regulations and all of the, somebody dying because it's flying. And then where these planes actually go, ones we worked on last year had flown twice in the same day.
Yeah.
So the requirements are a little different. It's more like these planes actually fly. You can't just come in and, hose it down and go. And just identifying whether something's leather or vinyl has big ramifications, because if you use the wrong product, you're going to get a bad result, if not a catastrophic result on the material. So we're going to be going live the whole entire rest of this week into the end of Sunday, and Jody and I will probably do something live at like 11:30 at night on the way home. We don't care.
Yeah, it's fun.
Obviously, the unique thing as well, what we're doing with the aviation training after the leather repair training is I will be the first person in Europe to be ADA approved.
Yeah,
There you
That
go.
is actually quite unique.
That
So, I mean, that
is
is the first person in England and Europe to be ADA approved. Fingers crossed I pass it, of course, but but that, hopefully we're going to get there. But that is actually quite unique. It's a milestone for Josh as well to help get that there. It's phenomenal for me. It's the first training course I've probably done in the detailing industry for probably 30 years. It's the first time I've taken a course in 30 years in detailing.
Well, you've been at other courses.
Yeah, we've been on other courses. We've been on a lot of courses, but I've never physically
Right.
done a paid course. This is the first one in like 30 years I've done. So this is actually quite unique for me. I'm back to school. So
That's right.
There's something to be said about being back to school,
yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
I think a lot of times we as business owners especially, it's easy to fall into complacency where it's like, oh, I already know. But, as we have learned over the last year, this is our third Aviation Detailing Association event. And aviation is a different game.
Oh, yeah.
It really
Oh,
is
yeah.
a different game, right? And I see so many YouTube channels where detailers are going out and they're wet washing a plane. I'm telling you, you need to get trained because
Yep.
that actually is not the proper way. And
Yep.
so we're really excited. We're going to spend the next 2 days with the leather repair company here, digging into leather repair. And as we saw last night, the leather repair company vinyl cleaners, the best on the market.
That's
Oil
good.
spills,
Yeah,
fix it
oil
up.
spills, just wiped it straight up.
So
Yeah.
we're going to be digging into all of the products of leather repair company, the right combinations, and actually repairing some leather.
Yep.
And then we'll be doing the Aviation Detailing Association at the end of the week. So
And we're going to be talking about RoadFS as well,
Yep.
because we can handle all of that. We're the first software that has the check-in and check-out procedures for aviation, where you can actually put in that you have covered up all of the correct safety equipment, and then that you've taken those back off, which is very important to make sure that you do both, in and out, to cover yourself and to teach yourself to be very consistent about doing those safety procedures. So we've got those items going on: leather repair, aviation, guys mowing a lawn. We're doing it all. We're doing it all. We may mop the floor. We don't know.
I was
Uncle
going to say, with
Fester over here and I are going to polish our heads.
Yeah, we're going to polish our heads definitely, or we'll get them scalped on the aeroplane.
That's right.
I think with it, what people got to remember is with leather, it isn't like Paolo was saying earlier. It isn't just cars and furniture. The thing is, it is obviously the aircraft, which you've got to make sure you've got the insurance, whether you're detailing them. It is a different ball game, the insurance for that, for just being a detail.
Yes.
But with leather, you've got everything. Like I was talking to a few people recently that have been on courses with Paolo and things, it's done leather. And we're talking about saddles, equine and stuff like that. There's such a huge market. If you just want to be a specialist in that field, even customizing sneakers.
Yeah.
It's a massive, massive field. I mean, we have a dedicated sneaker range of products, that will just customize the sneakers. But it's everywhere. It's floors, it's walls, it's wallets, it's glass cases, it's old-fashioned books, it's antiques, it's old-timer cars. It's everything you can think of. And it's not just planes, it's boats, it's cruise ships.
Do that after Chick Trent. I know that our posted yesterday that she's going to go into the equine.
Absolutely.
That's
So
awesome.
Yeah,
that's fabulous, and the area she lives in. So kind of a market thing. Look at your market and see where you're at and go after those certain things. But so we're going to be here all week. You should be too. While you're working, just turn us on in the background. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I just watch it constantly for the next 32 years because there's like 600 episodes.
We're pushing 500.
We're
right?
pushing 5 years, so we're going
So-
to keep you busy in your shop.
So anyway, well, thank you guys so much. We got students ready to learn rock and roll, so let's let you guys start training, and we'll check with you guys in a bit.
See ya.
See ya.